Hey yo friends, it's Dita from What the Duck Savings. Welcome back to another video. We are back for some Money Moves Monday, Money Moves Sunday. We're banking on Monday. We are making some money move today. So we have got our Dreams Do Come True Community Savings Challenge. We've got our 1 month ahead. We'll be dipping into our long-term savings binder as well. My battery is nice and full. We're going to think nothing but great thoughts. But first, we need to do a few things. So I need to take care of some business that got overlooked last time. I realized that I still had my minis from the month of March that I had not added to my emergency fund because that's where my minis go. I'm playing with live money for those. And that is because they are going to go into my emergency fund. So we need to do this first. For the month of March, we had completed 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 savings challenges. And I guess for an intro, we need to go ahead and just, hello, welcome to another video. My name is Dita. This is What the Duck Savings, where we do low income stuffing, savings, etc., etc. We play a few games. We mostly save for the things that we want, need, and really need to make sure we've got taken care of in the future. So we are going to start with a little bit of bookkeeping for March. I realized last time when I filmed that I had not taken care of the minis that I completed for March. So we've got 5 here. We are doing a year of minis on my Minty Thursday, where I'm also doing tinies. So these are all going to my at-home emergency fund, and I hadn't placed them there. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I am using something new to take care of my at-home emergency fund. It is this Petals of Prosperity Progressive Savings Challenge. This is from Christine's Creations. I just got my hands on this. It's just so pretty. It reminds me of spring and summer. And I'm in Arizona, guys. We do not get spring for more than like a few days. It goes right into blistering heat. So I'm hoping looking at this will remind me of spring feelings. But this is a Progressive Savings Challenge. It is for purchase on her coffee shop, which is where I got it. And it comes with a dashboard, and then it has a, let's get this off, a tracker that tells you all of the different challenges you're going to get. The ones that I've colored in are the ones that I've printed. I'm just starting my at-home emergency fund, so I don't have a ton to fill in just yet. But these are all the pages that you can print off. So I have the dashboard. I have the first one, which is $1 each. You'll be saving 25. And as I understand, the Progressive Savings Challenge is where you are rolling it forward. So this says it saves $500 total. That is the end amount on the very last page. However, I'm just going to fill up as much as I possibly can to see what happens when I get it filled. So I am starting with, we've got $25 for $1 each. The second page is Soft Bloom. You're saving $60 for $2 each. The third page is Petal Breeze. You're saving $105 for $5 each. The next page is Golden Garden. Save $300, and that's $10 each. Keeping in mind that there are 2 more pages in between this page and the one before it. And then the next one is Petal Shower, and that is save $390, and that's $15 each. And then, of course, the last page is to save $500, and that's $20 each. So last month, I also completed Norellis Budget's Save $100. It was save $1 a day till you reach $100. It was over the course of 3 months, 3+ months. And I went ahead and finished that out and added the money to here as well. So that is in here already. We've already got 1 row saved, which is awesome. And I will be using this for anything that I save with my minis. So this I'm going to put in the back because I'm not going to need it. I plan to use this tracker just to mark how many times I clear it and move the money forward, progressive style. And I imagine that will happen more often with ones than with anything else. So for the month of March, we have these 5 savings challenges done. So we're just going to go ahead and deconstruct them a little bit and see what we have total. And this was 2 from April's Fresh Start, and this saved us $8. 3 from April's Fresh Start. That puts us up to $12. And then we've got 2 from Stuff and Budget, these Year of the Horse minis, and this saved us $12 total. So quite a few ones in here that I need to add to. Now I did bring some change. So I have $20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which I can put back in my play fund. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we've got 4 left over, and that will be going into here. So we've got 2 10s, which is this page. And I only expect to be filling this out once a month for whatever challenges I complete. Because this binder will remain kind of out of sight, out of mind for the most part, and that's best case scenario, since it is supposed to be a sort of at-home emergency fund ultimately. So we've got 2 10s. So I can put those in there. And that leaves us with 4 ones, which will allow me to get started on this first page. Oops, second page. That's the second page. The first page is $1. So we'll go ahead and fill in 4 of these. Okay, that is that. We'll put these 4 in here. And that I've at least taken care of those, which makes me very happy. These are my completed challenges. We'll put those off to the side. Okay, so like I said, you won't be seeing that one very often, once a month maybe, but it is good that that is done and that money is where it belongs. So I will put these off to the side. And again, please go visit Christine's Creations if you're interested in that. Disclaimer that I did actually pay for that. It's worth it. I mean, she put a lot of hard work into that, so it's definitely worth it in my opinion. So next we are going to go ahead and do our rule for today. We have got our scratcher. This is from Agape Book Club and Paper. My friend Greta over there. This is part of her coffee shop membership. So we are going to go ahead and roll. 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 left. And that is a number 1. So we'll go ahead and start here. Okay, that's a 4. Decent. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is getting a little chonky. So I mean, definitely going to have to get bigger bills when I'm done with this one. I may finish this one this week. All right, and this again is also money that will be going to my, I think I'm going to use this for my Build-A-Bank. Probably. Okay, so that is that. Next, we are going to go ahead and get into our Norel's Budgets, Community Savings, Dreams Do Come True. We do this every single week. I am rolling for her, I am filling for her numbers last week. So let's go ahead and pull out our money. And let's see what we got. Okay, I should just back this up. So Norella's Budget's Dreams Do Come True is a savings challenge that she does on her channel. If you're not a sub to her yet, please go visit her. She makes this available for free to the community on her coffee shop. But you do need to go and visit her first, obviously, and sub, and then go over from there. She includes the dashboard, these envelopes, as well as the trackers. And then I am using this rule tracker that's also from Christine's Creations to help me stay on top of it. So that's where I'm with that. You decide what categories you want and then go from there. So we are going for the 7th and the 9th. So let's just go ahead and start tube stuffing. So it looks on, like on the 7th, we got number 2 got $1. Number 4 got $1. Number 5 got 2. Awesome. And then number 6 got 1. Yay. So we are on to on the 9th, we got, going to go backwards. So 1 did get $1. That's great. Number 3 got $1. And then we are on to number 5, which got $2. And then number 6 got another $1. So yay. Okay. So my category number 1 is investing. That is, I intended to take this money out at the beginning. Actually, I can go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and start over. That way I can move this to my Fidelity account. So we're going to start over. My original intent was just to pull it every quarter and get that money invested. So I'm going to transfer $22 from my Dreams Do Come True bucket and send it right over to Fidelity, and then we'll drop it into a piece of stock. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not going to be spouting off which stocks I think are best or which one I'm going into, because that's a slippery, slippery slope. So it's just a way for me to continually invest just a little bit more. So we're going to start with $1, and that was on 4/9. Okay, so I am going to take it. Did I do it? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take that money out and remind myself to make that transfer. In fact, I need to find sticky notes. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Okay. Sticky notes abound. Ooh, I'm down to my last few sticky notes. And that's all wrinkled. That's okay. So this one is going to go to Fidelity transfer. And I'll do that on payday when I do all my other transfers. There. There we go. Okay, so we are on to section number 2, and that is household. That is getting another $1. That was on 4/9. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I did have a good weekend. I got to put a notebook together for my long-term savings, get some stuff laminated. It's kind of a maker weekend. I like it. It makes me happy to be doing that kind of stuff. Keeps me away from the computer, which this week was really, really important. We have a really weird crunch at work, and it's just a lot of staring at games. So we are on to number 3, which is my hobbies. And I'm not going to transfer that because I know exactly what I want to spend this on. So we are at 22. Got my eye on a very special edition book. So I'm hoping to drop a little bit more money in this. We are on to number 4, which is my birthday. That's currently at $17, which is nice. And it got another $1. Which one is that? Number 4. $1 is better than no dollars. So 4, 7. That takes me up to 18. Love it. Okay, we are on to, oh my goodness, the big winner, I guess, was number 5, which is awesome because that is my, it says 100 on it, but I'm using this to seed my 100 envelope project for next year. So I'm just going to let this ride all year and then see which envelope I start out with. So I'm kind of excited about that. So number 5 got 4, 7. It got 2. And then 4, 9, it got 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That puts it at 21. All I can see in my head is like every time I add $1, it's skipping to the next envelope. And it's super, super fun to think of that. Okay. So the last envelope is my number 2. That is my coffee tips. So I have not yet spread the love for my last quarter's coffees, which was $20, and I'm going to be doing that Thursday. So 4, 9, we're starting all over again. All that means is that, you know what, you guys, when I am on coffee and I'm downloading stuff, instead of paying $0, I'm going to give you a tip, and that's going to help. I hope. I know every dollar helps. I know it does. Oops. Why did I do that? Four, 7. Oh, is 1. And then 4. I didn't even put 4, 7 down. We're going backwards here, guys. Back in time. So that puts us at $2 for the next quarter. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, well, that's good. It helped me get my investment ready to cook for payday and send that over. And that is Noelle's Budget Dreams to Come True. Very, 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 very fond of this savings challenge. All right, next on the agenda is my 1 month ahead. This is my Godzilla binder. It houses all of my basic living expenses that I'm trying to cover for a 1 month period. Let's see. Yeah, I am a low income budgeter, so I can't do quite as much as I want, but I am using the snowball method, which means I started out with 6 envelopes. I'm bringing $15 to the table every week to do this. The first envelope got $5, and then $2 for every envelope thereafter. Once the first envelope was completed, that $5 rolled to the next envelope, and then it got that new $5 plus its own $2, and then that just keeps snowballing. So I am on the last 2 categories for this round, being the first month fully funded saved. So I am going to just get going. So my last 2 categories are my most expensive one. We've got my West Side rent and then my grocery bill. They're both at $400 each. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a hot minute to get these done, and that's okay. What do they call it? Low and slow. That's what we're doing, low and slow. So let's keep going. We've got the next category is my West Side home rent. So that is going to get all the money from the previous envelopes, which is $12. And then it's $2. And then the other category will get, why do I have so much? That's why it took me off this. I've got $1 too much. Okay. So we've got $15 total. This is from the previous envelopes. And then this is for the last envelope. So we're adding $13 in this one, which is already up to $153. So today is, I have absolutely no idea what the date is. Okay, today is the 11th, she said after way too long. We are adding $13, and that puts us at $166. Yay! And then we've got $2 more to add to this one, which will put us at $54. Okay. All right, I'm going to have to find another tracker in the next wee bit here. Now, the one thing that I have learned about the budgeting community is that the knowledge well is so deep, like so many creative ways to be doing different things. And every time I find something new, it boggles my mind. So one person that I have recently learned is got a font of knowledge is Mary over at Hands of Provision. You'll see something else she's doing in one of my long-term savings challenges, but she does her 1 month ahead a little differently, and I'm thinking about adding some parts of what she does into mine just because it's so freaking brilliant. And I've noticed that throughout the week I'm not really adding anything else to the rest of these challenges now that they are fully funded. And she addresses that in how she does her 1 month ahead. So when I get that prepared, I will bring that back and show you guys what I've got cooking. But again, not my brainchild. I'm planning on just doing a little bit of what Mary does over at Hands of Provision to keep money going into these categories that have already been dealt with. She does really, really small amounts and just throws a few coins at them so that they continue to get love. So I'm very, very excited to get that started, but that will be for maybe next week, maybe, question mark. We'll see. Maybe I'll start it for May. Let's just plan for May. But yeah, again, hats off to Mary over at Hands of Provision. I adore you. I love your channel. I love everything you're doing. You've really brought a lot of stuff to the front of my brain, and I appreciate that. So we have got Godzilla handled for today. He is tame. He is happy. He is guarding our 1 month ahead, and we are done with that. So yay! Next up, we have our long-term savings. Yay! And you guys missed the last video because it was deleted from my phone, and look at all these dots I was able to fill in at the end of the month. It was so glorious. I had so many ducks. This was so full of ducks. And it's getting there. Look at that. We've already got quite a few ducks, so I'm kind of excited about that as well. But let's get going. This is my dawn sunrise budgeting savings tracker. I complete a bubble for every completed challenge, and I do that at the end of the month when I'm tallying up my ducks. Every time I complete a challenge, I am throwing a duck into the pond, so we like to see a nice full pond. Next, this is where I'm holding all of my long-term challenges as well as my habit tracker. So this habit tracker is from Greta over at Agape's Book Club and Paper. She puts this out every month. Thank goodness. Thank you, Miss Greta. It's become kind of the central part of what I do is to look at this every day, actually, to check and see how I'm doing on my habits. Not so great, but not horrible. So as you can see, we've got a habit tracker here. These are the 5 things I try and attend to every day. And then this I'm using for my no spend. For every day that I have a no spend, I put a heart. For every day that is spend, it gets nothing. So, and I need to get my tracking sheets out. So I do this a little differently as everybody else does their own thing differently. For my habit tracker, if I have a complete full day, which, newsflash, there hasn't been one yet this month, maybe next week, I am filling in a spot for every completed item. If I have a full day, I'm paying myself $1. If I don't, but I just have completed some random things, I'm paying myself a dime. So I was super generous with myself in January and February, but it's time to get that under control. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and fill these in real fast. Everything is all filled in, and I'm a liar. So this looks like Monday. I had a really, really great day, which it always seems to happen like that. Like I have a good Monday. I'm very into it and tending everything, but then life, right? So we've got $1 for that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So a dime for that is 14 dimes. That's another $1.40, which is not bad. So we're going to give ourselves $2.40 for those. This is $4.11. That's $1.40. And that gives us $2.60. And at the end of the month, I'll run a tally and I will just send that all to my self-care fund. That just allows me to get like, I don't know, face masks and lotions and things like that. So that is my habit trackers done. For no spend, what I do is I go ahead and pay myself $2 for every no spend day. That money goes into my gaming fund. Every spend day gets $1, and that goes to my emergency fund. So for next week, this past week we had 1, 2, 3, 4 no spend days. And then for my gaming fund, we had 3, which gives us $6. And we are at $14, which is awesome. Okay, hopefully we will do a little bit better this week. All right, next we are doing one of the new things I added last week that you guys did not see. Again, this is from Mary over at Hands of Provision. If you have not subbed to her, please go check out her channel. She's doing the Build-A-Bank 90 days locked in. She's doing the whole Build-A-Bank system. That's actually, she reached out to me and she's like, hey, we're doing Build-A-Bank together. And I just was like, yes, you're my new best friend because I love everything she's doing. The first video I watched of hers was she was helping a friend out who was on Social Security and helping them figure out their finances because they weren't doing this. So she wanted some help getting this set up for herself. And that was an eye-opener. I am more towards that time than away from it. I'll be 58 in October, and like Mary's, like very, very clear that she's also in the same boat, and that she, like me, has nothing saved. So she has prioritized these things that are important, and that is retirement, month ahead, and debt payoff, because nobody wants to go into retirement, number one, with no money, and number two, with a mountain of debt still sitting there. So she has put these things front and foremost on her focus, and I'm very, very grateful that she's come up with this amazing savings challenge so I can also keep it in my focus as well. So it's fun to save for, travel, and it's fun to save for conventions and books and all that fun stuff. But at the end of the day, like, if I don't take care of this business, it's going to take care of me, so I needed first and foremost to be making sure that I am putting this front and focus in my focus as well. So thank you, Miss Mary, for putting the time and energy into this. She has this amazing challenge on her coffee shop, as well as the inserts that go with it. So I have printed out the dashboard, and I have printed out the dashboards for the 3 different categories. So basically what you're doing is she has a left, right, center dice. I am using a 3-sided dice, and I've assigned each number to a category. So I'm going to roll first to see what each category is, what color they're going to be getting, and then we'll roll to see how much they get. So we are doing it low budget, so it's going to be 3-sided dice all the way. So the first one is Mondays is getting 1. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't use it. Ugh. You can tell this is the second time I've done it because I suck. All right, we're going to reset this. Apparently Monday will be getting $1 no matter what. So, but that $1 will be also, okay, that's legit. So that is going to retirement. And then Okay, retirement's going again. All right. I can't even be mad about that because we need to put some money in there. And then 3 is debt payoff. And this one is also debt payoff. And then we've got, all right, month ahead's going to get a little something. And then for Sunday, we need one more roll. And that is also debt payoff. Fantastic. I love how this kind of randomizes which of these 3 very, very important areas is getting money. So let's go ahead and get started with how much. So we've already rolled for Monday. Let's go for Tuesday. Another $1. And then $3. And then $1. And then $3. That's good. $2 for month ahead. And another $1 for debt. Love that. This is so amazing. I love this so much. Because everything gets a little love, potentially. And it's not going to break my bank. So let's go ahead and tally up. So we've got $3, $4, $5 going into retirement. 3, 4, 5 going into debt. Awesome. And then it looks like $2 going into month ahead. And then I don't know if I'm going to do this at the end of the month or the end of the quarter where I will pull the money. I haven't decided yet, but we still have a couple weeks to figure that out. But so this is done. Again, this is from Mary over at Hands Up Provision. Please go visit her YouTube channel. She just has so much information, and she's a delight to watch, and I'm very, very fond of her. So support your friends. So this is my binder for the rest. I am not going to put anything into Dawn's Sunrise Budgeting because I'm only doing this once a month. And then the next one is our long-term goal, which scared the bejeebies out of me. But we are going to do it nonetheless because these are very important categories. These go to my birthday and to medical. Because similarly to, move that back, to retirement, having a robust medical account is super important. So I'm pulling out my long-term challenges, and then I am just going to move this off to the side, and we'll go ahead and get started. This first one is from Save with Judy. It is a save $25 a month. Each icon is $5. This will give me $300 at the end of 2026 for my 2027 birthdays. This has helped so much because my birthdays are all at the beginning of the year, like the first quarter. So this is super helpful. So we are going to go ahead and let's see. We got to get that 5 in there. Oh, that's not the one I want. Let's do pink. Get another rubber colored in. Okay. The next one we have is Ice Cream All Year Long. This is from Divine Savings Co. And there's 2 months per savings challenge here. I'm running a little behind on this one, but that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and roll a 3-sided die to see how many we're going to do. free. Okay. Okay. $1 on the first one. Thank goodness. Let's see. The second one is going to be $3. 1, 2, and 3. And then the last roll is 2. 1 and 2. Okay. If I have a little bit of money left over, I can try and come back and we'll see. No promises. Because we are up to this savings challenge from Pam the Miss Champion 1. And I'm just going to say it again. If you guys are looking to save some money, head on over to Miss Pam's YouTube channel. Make sure you're subbed to her. Also a pillar of the community. And this is for free on her coffee shop. But make sure you sub and watch a few videos first. But this was just wow. This is saving me a lot of money. So this is a 2026 color and save. I put them all at $1. And I'm doing 1 a month. I've already done the one for April, so we're good on this one. Next is our Saturday savings. Let's see. So we are doing this low income because, yeah, poor. So I'm just going to do $2 on this one today. That's why I'm not keeping a tally on how much I'm saving with this. I'm just going to kind of let it be a surprise. That's the one I used. Yes. I'll just use this one. It's fine. Okay, so if I have anything left over, I may come over and do some of these low income style. We are on to our April scratch and save, which I have not covered these up. So let me, you know what? We have 2 really big numbers and I'm already behind. So let me see. I'm going to do a 1. And then if I have money left over, I'm going to come and, I have a purple. I'm going to come and take care of one of the big ones. So it might look like I'm getting off cheap, but I'm probably not. So I'm going to put that off to the side because I'm probably going to come back to that. Next, we are on to Norella's Budgets 2026 Savings. Each one of these I've assigned to $5. So we are on the second week. Let's go ahead and fill that in. Add another $5. Awesome. This is obviously we're from Norella's Budgets, and you can find this on her coffee as well. Next, we are on to Budgeting with Lysandra. This is a freebie she put out on her coffee shop at the beginning of the year. So there's a page for every single month, and we are on to April, and I am missing some. It's an easy, if I have a few bucks left over, I can go back to these pages and kind of save some money. But let's go ahead and save 4. And we can fill in one of the, man, I don't like any of these colors I have. This is kind of, you know what, we'll just do pink. Okay, $4 for an ice cream. That's not even a good pink. I know, I shouldn't let it bug me, guys, I know. Definitely the wrong pink. That's okay. It's ice cream, who cares? Okay, so we've got one $4. We'll go ahead and fill in. We're at 5, and I'm going to fill in at least 1 dot. And 1 letter. Because I haven't done this for any of them. And it's so pretty. There. That's giving me a nice start to April. Okay, so we've added $6 so far. Let's see. What's next is our sticker challenge. This is from Becca Budget 777. This is her yearly sticker savings challenge. This is from her Etsy shop. Please go visit her YouTube channel, subscribe to her, watch a few videos. Her link is in her description. So each one of these is $5. I am behind, so let me see what I can do. I can do 2. Let's go ahead and do 2. So we'll finish off March. Yay! And then we will do the 2nd April. That's awesome. Okay, so we're putting 10 in this one. Love it so much. And that is that one. And let's see how much we have saved. See if we can't make some magic happen over on Miss Pam's. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got 16 left. So let's see. Yes. Okay, let's get this 8 done. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Sorry, that was my thinking noise. What do we have left? Should we knock out the other big one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we should. And I have $1 left over, so let's go ahead and put that in the right. Okay. And I think I have, let me see if there's anything I can do on the ice cream. Even if I can put $1 in here. Let's put $1 in here. There. I know that was it. Kind of cheating, but it's fine. All right, we did some catch up. Yay. Okay, so we have done our long-term savings. We've done our 1 month ahead. We have done our dreams do come true. We've saved a ton of money. Finally put our March completed challenges in their new home, which is this gorgeous, what did I do with it? I put it away already. Out of sight, out of mind, am I right? My gorgeous new at-home emergency fund, which is going into this Petals of Prosperity progressive saving challenge from Christine's Creations, which I love. So please, I will have everybody listed below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am very much looking forward to Banking Monday, so that'll be up next. And I hope you guys have a great end to your weekend. I hope you got some rest. I love rest. I'm ready to go play some video games and chill out. But I will see you guys in the next video. This is for you. Bye.